It's tempting to even just try and find like a really good armor piece. Because I guess I could gift Brunolf armor. Oh crap, there goes one of our priests. Just one of the basic ones. She'll be okay. It'll be okay. Just one priest gone. We still have two. We have our high priest as well still, and that's all that I'm really trying to hold on to here, because it's not very often that I find myself with those buddies available here. Let's definitely take the berserker upstairs away from their berserked elephant summon. On the other hand, I will fight the giant down here to keep our priests alive at all costs. You know what? Yeah, come here. There we go. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Come here. Perfect. Just as planned. Not too shabby, actually. Especially love it when enemies are naturally wielding cursed weapons. What I wouldn't give to have a bit more of that in my life. I definitely want to mark the acid wand here, because acid wands are incredibly good even without any evocations training. They will reduce the AC on targets, so there are a couple situations where they will always be in handy. Especially since they're also piercing bolt effects as well, which is always nice. Oh, finding some random orc followers down here as well still, not too shabby. Demon Trident of Freezing, I could hand that off to someone right away. I guess Brunolf is the only one that's ready for it. And we will definitely ignore the heck out of that random effects wand. Out a second thought. And then I'm hoping, you know what, I'm smiting the Trident buddy. Perfect. They were one hit away from death, so I wanted to capitalize on that. Oh, unfortunately, they came back to life because of necromancers. Get out of here. But I am protecting my priest, and that should have been a nice chunk of experience heading their way, but I guess we'll see how soon we get a high priest out of it. Oh, please stop missing me. We have a high priest out of it. Holy crap. I didn't expect it to happen that soon either, if I'm being honest. I'm just gonna willy-nilly snipe this dragon, because no RN makes it a pain in the butt to deal with that, buddy. Okay, keep. Dang it, this priest is not gonna stay alive. I should have retreated the second we got the promotion here. Ooh, and Louise. Hey, buddy. Banishment 0%. That's what we like to see. Okay, no longer quite as afraid. And, ooh, you're tearing a tower shield. And I keep doing that. I keep stealing the consonants from future words and using them. But a tower shield. So that's kind of nice. We won't have to walk upstairs to gather that. I don't know if Louise can banish my teammates. I mean, it'd be nice if she stopped blinking away from me. There we go. Not too shabby. And I'm going to drop my kite shield dead on the spot, and we're going to put on the tower shield now. It's about time. We are pretty close even to the appropriate skill level, so don't mind at all doubling my shield score for that. Also accidentally engaged with new targets before healing up, which is a brilliant move. Oh crap, you're dead. Brando! Brando! Nice position to draw the ranged enemies in close. Yeah, with the centaurs, or the yaktars at the start. Definitely have a lot of practice with that. There was a time where I never even made it to lair in any of my runs ever. And it was almost always like centaurs that took me out, or I don't know, there's something to that where I want to know what my brain was missing for the first couple of years that I played this game, because I had so much trouble when I first started playing. Granted, I was a lot younger, a lot stupider, and that's saying something because I'm not that smart now. At least I like to remind myself that I'm not, even though I secretly hope that I'm lying. But yeah, I used to, like, it took me, I wonder how long it took me to see Lair for the first time. I distinctly remember, I have a memory of a mountain dwarf fighter. No, a mountain dwarf berserker. It was the full berserker easy mode track with mountain dwarfs back when they still existed. But I remember taking a mountain dwarf, and that was the first time I got to Lair, and I was so excited to see something new. Like, that was before I'd really researched the game or done any kind of back-end stuff on my own. I guess that kind of probably plays a role in my troubles as a youth, was that I wasn't looking up stuff, and this is a game that you benefit greatly from just looking stuff up. But it was such a shock to see, yeah, brand new area, and I forget how many floors Lair had back then, because it was back before they shortened everything, for sure, but it was an exciting time. I don't think I got a rune in that first run. I think just getting to Lair was my big achievement as a... Let's see, what year was that? 2009? 2010? Or earlier? Oh gosh, I have no idea. I don't do a good job of keeping track of time, like within the week that we're actively in right now. Trying to think that far back is a stretch. Okay, still doing okay here. Starting to get surrounded, but I think it's alright. I feel like Lair probably went to 9 back then. Yeah, they're definitely all a lot longer. Because yeah, I think it was, right? Because all the smaller stuff was 9 and all the larger stuff was 27. There were 27 floors of the dungeon itself before you got to Depths and Vault. I remember that much. But they had a lot more focus on that like base 3 mechanic there. But in my very first game online, my human environmentalist Sif Muna died of starvation in version 0.19 because I didn't know what chunking was, so I was learning the controls. Definitely, yeah, fair way to go out in the early days. Oh, there's so many fun ways to die back in the early days. It's like kind of nice learning your way past those mistakes, but I kind of miss the truly stupid mistakes. Like, I'm embarrassed by all my deaths, don't get me wrong. But I used to, yeah, just for not knowing the controls. Something as simple as that. Not knowing that you had to cut meat. Such a fun abstraction to take, because you idiot, of course you have to eat. What do you do in real life? But that's a classic. What real life rules apply in this video game, and what real life rules do not apply in the slightest? It's always a tricky mix. Also, this situation worked out for us. This Draconian definitely blocked us from getting just rocks hurled our way from the stone giant. So that's sick. I'll take that. Bone Dragon. Do you do negative damage or anything? No, you still just do physical damage at the very least. Resistant electricity, huh? Would you look at that? Well, we're back at 6 PD, so it's smite time. Just not have to worry about a single thing. Get rid of those buddies. If it's a single target, we shouldn't have any problems with this combo. And that should be the entrance to Zot, pretty much. Done here, I guess. Oh, there's a dragon standing in front, right? The door will never open. Ooh, crap. I don't like that you teleported behind me. Okay, we're getting to the point now where I'm just gonna start making my moves. A little earlier, before half health is kind of my general threshold of where I should start thinking at least about what the right call should be. I'm gonna test one javelin throw because it might wreck house. Not quite, eh? It's still tempting because it hits all of them though. It's similar to the advantage that you get for using an axe, the cleave, only without the risk of surrounding yourself with enemies. We are still dealing with some bolts that are coming through everyone, of course, but at the end of the day, it's still a whole lot safer. 6 haste potions. I have a lot of haste potions. We're not going into extended, so I don't need to worry about really holding on to my consumables, because usually if you're going to be going up against Panlords and the Lords of Hell, you might want a back stash of consumables for those specifically tricky fights. But in a 3 rune, we should be good, as long as I don't want to waste my blink scrolls. Those are, we have too few of them. So now I'm hasted, and I can run if I wanted. Ouch. I lied, we're using a blink scroll. because it's the only safe way out of things here. I'm going to take this real slow, because if we stepped into an enemy with some ranged attack, that'd be the end of us there. But okay, so did end up using a blinking, which I really didn't want to do in that situation. So next time we find ourselves in a fight of that kind of equal power level or higher, even slightly lower, let's think at 75% health. Let's maybe throw in the haste potion, and we probably could have killed everything there using that instead of using it to run away. Do you have Arlek on your character? We do this time around. Yeah, we're not absolutely suffering through the doldrums of resistance deficiencies. Still not, yeah, total freedom. In fact, I should not stand in front of a wall and get double hit over and over again, because that's just a dumb move in that regard. But no, yeah. This time, in vast contrast to my first Hill Orc attempt, we immediately found ourselves totally fine regarding both our poison and our leg. So no complaints in that regard this time around. And I should really have my people parked at the top of the stairs there. Now, we should be fine. We'll at least just clear through them ourselves. And that should be... Oh, jeez, Louise. Run, run, Mark. Let's see what comes out of us, or comes out at us from this vault here. Maybe something that can't open a door? Maybe something that can't open a door? Or nothing? Oh, turns out it's nothing. Huh. I mean, I'll take it. Let's see, we don't need this crappy Randart ring. Double zap still hurts? Oh yeah, no, that was some poor positioning there. No reason to be taking that damage. But let's investigate this scarf. Scarf of resistance. Ooh. I think I am happier with that than this one. This other cloak gives us more AC, but getting 3 pips of fire resistance isn't always going to be better than having more generalized resistances across the board, because each pip is slightly less depreciation on the damage incoming. So the first one is most important, and then slightly less important as we go down. So, because it's just heat and cold for that? That's tough. The R cast, or negative cast, does not matter whatsoever. N +5 also doesn't really matter that much. Live to fight another turn, we're doing our best. No guarantees, especially... So we're going for the final rune, and then maybe starting to clear through Zot just a wee bit. Do you know what? I think, yeah, we switched up. We got higher AC through the plate armor. I think I will go with the resistance for the last little bit here. Even though maybe not place this cloak under something that I may lose it, because that cloak will come in handy if we find ourselves fighting a lot of orbs of fire in the final section. We'll maybe take care of that. Get up to full fire resistance, but okay. Just a couple last bits of housekeeping to do here. We need to go for our final rune and then clear Zot. We're looking to be pretty close to fighting our way out of this dang place. Have you considered sharing the game seed so folks can play the same seed if they were like? Oh, that is a great idea. Can I get the seed by just dumping it? Anyone know off the top of their head how I can look up the seed? Well, mid-run here? Can I do it mid-run? I thought I could while offline. It must be in the character dump there. I will definitely look it up, because yeah, I've never had to worry too much about sharing my seed or anything like that, especially since, well, I've read a lot of content from the DCSS subreddit. I'm very much a lurker. This whole streaming thing is my first real reaching out from my end in terms of content and adding to the conversation instead of just lurking in the background, always without an account even. I think it is in the morgue file. Interesting. So I should definitely keep that in mind in the future, especially for when we get runs that have a lot of acquirement scrolls and whatnot. We'll leave it alone for now, even though I just dumped it again there. But by the end of the session here, or at the end, I will share the seed unless anyone wants to try their own hand at it. You need to go, yeah, same combo and all that, and see if you can bring a Messiah to the finish. But thanks for pointing that out, Cassiopeia, because that's a huge approachability thing. And I do find that really fun, just the idea that people might play alongside, even though I would ask you all not to, if you play ahead on the same seed, please no big spoilers, because part of the fun here is getting surprised by that Tiamat that pops up in our face and murders us in 3 turns. It's all part of the game. So, back to the game here. Where would we like to go for our last rune here? So I kind of convinced myself not to go vaults this time around, just to keep mixing it up and try out new things. Slime is a place that I generally prefer to be a caster, someone with a lot of AoE damage specifically. But we could try that out. Huh. So many options. Oh. Whoops, I started recalling by accident as I started to try and type into my Control G. Well, let's stop recalling with that. Perfect job, guys. Right on the money. And let us instead... Control F. That's what we were looking for. Abyss. So we have a few different gateways. In fact, there's one on this very floor. Oh, what am I feeling today? Abyss? Slime? I feel like we could take both. I'm feeling pretty solid in Elder Hofi. Classic last or final words there, but let's drop anything we don't explicitly need on us, because going into the Abyss will mean some inventory issues, potentially. But yeah, we should at least be okay to dip our toes into level 1 of the Abyss. If things go really poorly, we'll just try and hightail out as soon as possible. But if things are going well, maybe we'll start diving a bit. Heck yeah, bud. Let's do this. Explore, explore, explore. So I want to keep an eye out for any malmutators, of course. I will immediately just smite summoners, because I severely dislike dealing with summons. Plunge deeper into the Abyss. Okay, good to keep note of every time that happens, so we know how deep we are. Ooh, a Scroll of Acquirement. Holy. Broadaxe of Venom, if we didn't already have a Broadaxe, that would be fantastic. +2 pair of Gloves of Dexterity. Right now we're getting Will and RF from our gloves, so meh. This is a bit more tempting, just some Dex, Strength, and Acrobat. But again, I think I'm pretty happy to stick with the Faith Amulet for the rest of this run in particular. Can't believe I'm gonna say it, but this might just be a money thing. I should almost take the Amulet just because it's slightly cooler. And I don't need either of them, really. I doubt I'll need the money or that. But it takes up an inventory space. And for that, it cannot be forgiven, I don't think. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll just take the gold there. I'm not too worried about the other options available. And honestly, teleport scrolls are worth their weight in gold in the Abyss here, so I have no problem picking up a couple of those, and we're definitely able to... We're smiting the Wretched Star. Let's not deal with that painful POS. Perfect. But yeah, this is definitely going a lot smoother than when I tried to bring Gree into the Abyss and almost lost that run multiple times in a row. Having the extra health of a Hill Orc, as well as just the durability of a bit of a brute fighter here, is definitely pretty huge. you look in the installation folder, Stone Soup, morgue/elder, hope you find the dump. Good to know. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the same directory that flashes when I save a new dump. Right, play can't kill me. It can only make me feel scared for my life. Perfect. Was concerned there for a moment. Oh, let's definitely just toss ranged buddy immediately at that friend. Oh, we'll toss some smites in. Yeah, unfortunately, that little black ball of goo, real scary pain in the butt there. For the Messiah, you're pretty rich. I didn't see that one. Yeah, you know, that I do feel like there's usually something about earthly possessions being given up that's kind of intrinsic to the idea of... But maybe that's just confirmation bias based on the Messiah that my brain is filling in the blank with. Okay, so we make our way through that. Hardest part about getting hit by something like Torment in the Abyss is just recovering from that half-health dip. Because nothing else was even really tickling us, but now things are definitely a wee bit scarier. Well, let's try a Javelin this time. Javelin does not do as well. Confirmed. But I'm trying to basically evaluate every single fight that we come across here in terms of, is this something that we will be able to gain health out of? It's not just, can we win this fight? It's that most of the fights that we take in the Abyss, we want to be able to come out of it slightly ahead. Ooh, we got the Berserk. We also got the rejection of healing effects for a mutation. That's real fun. So I could just leave the Abyss, of course. Important to keep our options open here. Let's just smite this buddy, though. Oh my gosh, I'm throwing too many smites out. Okay, let's see where our mutations landed at the end of all this. Have a chance to berserk in combat. It's good to know. We have also lost out on a bit of AC. So we need to gain experience in order to reset these. We're only on Abyss 2. I'm gonna leave. This is actually a nice opportunity to just pop out. I'm always pretty trigger happy with just leaving the Abyss because there's no reason to push our limits real far here. But you know what I might do real quick. Transient ones go away very quickly. Yeah, just need to find some fights to put ourselves in. Hopefully not go berserk right off the bat. Oh, dang it, I also should have emptied my inventory. We were just on the surface. Whoops. Poor decisions made just left and right here. How are we doing? Still have transient, but we should be getting there with these kills at the very least. There we go. We've already gotten a couple of them back to normal. Misshapen body and only a little bit of a rejection of health potions, which is definitely a solid get. Apocalypse crab, get the heck out of here. Ooh, this goes deeper. Jeez, next, so Quokek or whatever. Very scary. We'll definitely just take out this Maelstrom buddy, and then I'm feeling okay. I think I do just want to head down. Wow, the Abyss is trying to hit you hard with mutating monsters. No kidding, right? Nothing but the dang old stars and the Nexoquex. Nexoquex? Is that how you say that name? That's kind of satisfying to say it that way. Nexoquex. Nexoqueck, I guess. I should stop trying to pronounce words when I can't see them in front of me. So here's where you get yourself a bit of an interesting point, and I know there is some contention depending on the person, even though maybe most people fall in the same camp here, but as of Abyss 3, we can start finding the rune here. We have a chance to find the rune vault, as it were, but there is a greater chance the deeper we go. It just gets scarier the deeper we go on top of that. So I think on this run that it feels pretty good about sustainability and lasting a long time in the Abyss. We're going to just try and hover at this level, stay a bit safer, and we should be able to be in it for the long run still. So often with spellcasters, I find that I don't always want to do that same strategy, because often just finding the vault sooner is all that matters. Like, I have enough damage to essentially wipe out any force with a really good blaster caster, but your main issue is time. Nekoksek is the sound they make while eating your brain. Love it. And Cocodemon, of course, to continue the pattern here. Where's the fun if they're not mutating the heck out of you left and right? Even double check that I didn't secretly gain a mutation there while I wasn't paying attention, because I've definitely made that mistake before. Looking at you, Elder Hofi the First. And okie dokie. Should be an okay fight. We have good RF. Dang old hell hogs, though. And Raiju, I have to be slow, even though it's not too bad of a fight one-on-one, if they just keep blitzing around us with that blink move, I might stupidly get myself killed out of negligence rather than straight up just a bad decision of some kind. But Bio has also gifted us some buddies that are in no way going to survive. Why do I keep using javelins there? Boomerangs, friend. Boomerangs return to us. They're much more convenient. Did you see us yet? No, you did not. Did you see us now? Oh, we got teleported away from our friends and our one javelin that we really wanted to pick up, actually, if I'm being honest. Son of a... But we are managing to regain the health that we lost due to that dang old exploding buddy. So, guess that's that. Still no vault yet. Also press tab a little too quickly there. Whenever I find myself in a totally new situation of new enemies, I know that I've made a horrible mistake on my end. Because that should not come out of nowhere. We should definitely see enemies coming. Maybe a little less so in the Abyss than elsewhere, but... Okay, hovering at half health, which I don't love, but as long as we can get a few lucky fights here, should be okay. Hello, friend. Everyone come around to me. Perfect. And there we are back at a decent level of health. Again, we're looking out. There are some special tiles that we are looking for that will be a decent signifier to the rune vault. I may have even walked by them for all I know, because I've definitely been kind of distracted with the whole staying alive thing. Ah, Deva emerges from beyond, of course, why not? Smite buddy here. Do I just want to smite them back? Should be able to kill them fairly quickly. Just keeping an eye on my health as well, because things were looking not even dicey there, but if we were just losing too much health, definitely might have wanted to make some changes in our life. Kill the Lich. Definitely focus down the Lich buddy. Dang it, the Wretched Star Sauce, of course. Well, that is an okay time for Smite for me. Eesh. Got a couple of transient mutations there, including Frail, Black. And of course Berserkitis again, because apparently we're just going to be getting Berserkitis every single time. If we ever run out of piety, I'm going to not be able to keep just smiting all of the mutators either, which is brutal. No transient. Twisted and deformed. Oh, but we're losing some of our old ones. That's, I guess, okay, as long as it kind of balances out, please. And there comes a rage. So this is where things get scary, because we are now slow, which is super fun when we're going to be surrounded by enemies and absolutely flooded. Eye of Draining will take away our ability to smite. Crap, we lost our ability to regenerate health around monsters, which is also garbage for the Abyss, because we're almost always around monsters. somewhere. Oh boy. Don't love this fight. I don't see a vault near me, so I'm gonna read teleport. We're gonna, I was hoping to take a couple steps back. If someone slow could step between us, me and the tentacles, that would be just grand. Fantastic. And there we go, now we're teleported. Just wanted somewhere safe. Oh gosh, teleported again. But, regain some of our health here. So that is just peachy. And I should just be smiting. I don't know why I started walking towards you, son of a... At least all of our old transient mutations are all done here. Maybe one of my issues here is that I keep auto-exploring, which doesn't work great in the Abyss, as you keep kind of turning back into the same paths. So if I make this a bit manual, let's see if we can't just head in a bit more of a consistent direction, maybe. I'm gonna smite the Cacodemon here, another pain in the butt mutator, and that's permanent mutations there, so definitely critical one to keep aware of here. Still no fancy vault tiles. Where are you at? Even blanking on what they look like in my head. There weren't any huge changes to the Abyss that I'm completely unaware of, right? Like you can only get it in Abyss 5 now or something silly like that. I don't think so. Hello, wizard. Preferred if you didn't launch fireballs off, because that is loud. Theater with distortion. Interesting. Distortion is still actually slightly dangerous in the Abyss because it allows you to get banished even deeper. Yet deeper into the Abyss. Wait a second, that's... Only the mightiest magic. Only the mightiest magic. Oh, you son of a... I don't know if this is even a real rune vault, though. It doesn't look familiar to me. Oh, but these are the tiles. Those are the special tiles. They're very super special. I'm guessing the vault itself will never change form in that way. Oh gosh, get out of the chaos. Eeshk. Get out of the chaos. Oh my lord. Apocalypse Crab, get out of my head, please. Thank you. Definitely Guardian Serpent, get out of here too. We do not want to be blink surrounded here by any means. Constantly reassess, rejudge. The rune is in sight indeed. Not that there is any guarantee, depending on what we face in the vault here. Let's throw some smites in to finish this. Just to play it a bit safe here. Dang it, I do not like that you showed up. I cannot take a half health hit right now. Oh. Jeez Louise, special Hellion right there? Oh my lord. What am I even doing? I'm gonna take a curing potion or two as a bit of a short-term boost, just to put myself in a healthier place. I don't want to spend too much time healing here, because we may get teleported the heck out of here. So, one real healing potion, one more cure wounds. If I get teleported out after using those potions, oh, you know I'm gonna be mad. Okay, close this door. Oh my lord, this is painful. Okay, Ambrosia. This slightly fewer turns taken healing. In fact, I'm going to do another Ambrosia. Every time we spend another turn here, I'm cringing on the inside though. Because it's another turn that we won't, or we have the chance of getting zapped out of here. Come on. I wish I had apportation so I could just grab the rune with magic now, the one time. We don't, right, Clouds is now gone. It got replaced by Condenser Vein. Right. Okay, though. Is there a quick way to clear the room here? quicker than just duking it out, because that is dangerous. Wow, 78 disintegration charges that I'll probably never use a single one. That's pretty cool. I guess back to the matter at hand, though. I could just start smiting. Use up all of our PD, just in a mad dash. Here, let's take a couple of turns. See how it goes. You know what, I will actually smite you. I don't want to take extra attacks from you ranged buddies at the moment. The Star-Cursed Masses, get the heck out of here. Okay, don't teleport me out. Don't teleport me out. Don't teleport me out. We've done it. Okay. It is now in our hand. Yeah, Condenser Vein might have been a good idea. The only thing that I was slightly concerned about there is causing a lot of noise. So I thought if I can handle it without, maybe I'll go for it. Happened to work out. But yeah, we actually have one of each of the evocables. So we definitely could have started to employ them. Even though I do believe most of them cause a lot of noise. You know what? I don't like this very much either. Teleport. Crap. Everything is going downhill real quick. I'm just gonna start burning through stuff. I just need to teleport out of here. Pulled into a different region of the Abyss. So once we have the rune in our possession, we are given an increased chance to find a way out of the Abyss. But increased chance does in no way guarantee a single dang thing. So, gonna have to just go at it here. Oh, a gateway leading out appears. Do you know what? We're just heading. Let's go. Take our buddy with us. Hey, we've done it. So let's take a peek. Whoops, that's not the right move. There we go. We have our 3 runes of power. Yeah, I was originally going to be ending a little bit earlier tonight, but this close to the home stretch here, I think I might just push through, either win or die here, end it one way or the other. But there we go. So it's just Zot left, I guess. Holy cow. Still no bad mutations, which is a godsend on its own, especially considering how many mutators we ran into in the Abyss there. Home stretch hype indeed. Even if things go downhill from here, we at least got further than our first attempt. But let's not lose focus, because we can still win this. I don't need to talk in such ifs and buts. So let us go. Is there anything else I could prep? We could go through Crypt if we really wanted some more experience, but I'm actually feeling like we're in a pretty decent spot here. I think I'm going to head to the entrance of Zot. Oh, it's right here. Hey, would you look at that? But that way we can call our friends in. We'll at least fill this room. Actually, I don't know how this will work when we bring monsters with, but park these buddies here and let's head down. Insert our 3 runes into the lock here. And there we have it. Into Zot we go. Don't mind being wrathed by a single Moth of Wrath with no enemies nearby. Not too bad. Won't take Draconians up if I can help it, because Poisonous Clouds are going to be a nightmare. Oh, I guess one thing I should have done was give my crew weapon upgrades and whatnot. Kind of forgot about that. Let's head back to the stairs. As long as I'm not within kind of death zones, I will take this buddy up, because we do not want to get constricted at the bottom of the stairs there. No reason to risk ourselves like so. Gold Dragon, please come this way. Drops your scales as well would be fantastic. Ooh, they did. Okay, so we would lose a pip of will, which wouldn't be great. We would have to start paying attention to stuff again, being in risk of being paralyzed and whatnot. But we would gain max resistances to things. We have 2 pips of RF right now. 2 pips of RC. We have the ability to get 3 with RF, without the golden scales though. Let's see, we would gain just a couple AC. But this also gets maximally enchanted up to +12, and if we control F enchant, we have 6 scrolls. Oh, so I guess about the same there regardless. Because otherwise, the main advantages are just the resistances on this, which we might not need at this point. That's funny. I'm so used to searching for the gold dragon scales. It's usually my goal in any brute run to have that, since crystal plate isn't quite as likely to occur. But to actually just turn it down when we get here. Huh. Would you look at that? You know, seeing some skills get leveled up here gives me another little reminder that we need to check on things and make sure everything's going down a good track, even though it seems like we're pretty peachy here. Maxed out invocations a bit ago, which was awesome. Throwing's still coming up, shield's still coming up. Huh. Never mind to that, I guess. I think we're just happy as is. Through Zot we go. I'm hoping that we won't run across too many orbs of fire. I know, I guess what I'm doing here is kind of an example of where my laziness gets me into trouble. Like, I make stupid decisions based on laziness, because there's no reason, really, why we shouldn't go get those enchant weapon scrolls and just slap them on something. If we're not going to switch to GDS, why not use it somewhere? And yet, here we are, exploring down into Zot. And when I die, I'll only have myself to blame. Ancient lead ring? Useless. Ignore that. Keep it going. Would be nice to get up to full 3 pips of RF for any orbs of fire for sure, but I'm also not super concerned with orbs of fire. Decided to end that with a smite just to ensure things. A berserk dragon is sketchy as all get out. In fact, we should recall our orcish buddies here. Tell them, oh whoops, stop recalling, then tell them to guard. Make sure we don't bring any stragglers with us. And beware of berserk dragons this time. Let's not be stupid. Really, any time we see these moths of wrath, we should be a little bit careful. Because I consistently underestimate the damage output of berserked enemies. It's a real problem I have. Oops, don't walk towards enemies as well. Very classic rule of DCSS. One that I consistently forget as well. Or forget to observe, I guess, to be accurate with it. Also, I can't believe that white draconian just poisoned themselves that badly. I'm a little thrown off by that. Pretty much took care of themselves there. I am happy to get some followers gifted to us. Be a little carefree in our attempts to keep them alive here. Though, of course, as always, we're doing our best. Oops, let's not just tab when we're in Zot. Pretty much anytime we're in Zot, it's not a good time to just rapid fire tab. That's how we get ourselves killed. Wow, this army almost survived this fight. Very impressive work. That orc force there still, honestly. But it is time for us to get the heck out of there. Let's stop just standing in dangerous corridors where we're getting surrounded. Oh, hey, speaking of surrounded. You know what, I think... Jesus, and then they light the square under me on fire, of course. I think we can still fight out of this? We're nearing that half health point. Oh, we're in this weird spiral. The game has a way of exploiting any resistance weaknesses your character may have. You're not wrong. They do find a way. Condenser vein me. Dang it. Actually, poison is good against draconians now that I think about it. Only green ones have the ability to resist that. So let's just walk them in circles while they die of poison, shall we? At least got rid of some of the crouch. Now, taking a bit of time between each button press just to make sure I'm not doing something stupid. Ah, but see, we've already done something stupid because our auto explorer has taken us to the furthest side of the map away from the stairs we came down, and we've not found any stairs on the way. But hop down, safe and sound. Go, go, go. Now I should be careful because I might run into enemies from the unknown like that. But, okay, made it to the stairs. We'll take you two up. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, just about how I expected that to go. And let's just rest up back to full health here. Okie dokie. Much better. Level 5 as well, always exciting. Ooh, I guess I should pick up any drops. That's important. I guess that's why I kept forgetting to pick up drops from monsters, is because we were bringing them upstairs and killing them on the spot. Ah. Damnation. Get the heck out of here. Be careful. Ready for any more damnation to come, as well as any these halberd users to get out of hand. But take up 3 of these buddies, and that should absolutely destroy. Beautiful. We'll fight for a little bit down here. It's just a bit more convenient than running them upstairs, even though we're right on the stairs this time, so maybe that's a wee bit silly. Also, corrosion is always a pain in the butt. But wrath moths, it's definitely Rampage is showing a little bit of its shine there, just in being able to close the distance with them in fewer turns here. Looking pretty solid, almost through Zot 2. There we go. Berserk Dragons. Ah, so painful. Dang it. I still might die. Okay. Now I'm Wrath 2. Let's do this. Berserk on Berserk. And let's head back to a stairway. Kind of stupidly hanging out in the middle. The first entry is always the hardest because you only have one stairs to escape to. Definitely. No. It's both the hardest and the most inconvenient in terms of dragging monsters to my army. Not that I'm exactly taking advantage of the multiple staircases anymore here in Zot 2, but... Oh, what the heck is this vault?